I never thought a simple sleepless night could change my life. I'm the kind of person who, when I can't fall asleep, gets lost online. Forums, blogs, obscure subreddits where people post strange theories, creepypastas, and ridiculous conspiracies. I've always enjoyed digging into that hidden side of the internet, but what I stumbled upon that night wasn't fiction, and I wish I had ignored it. It all started with a link in an anonymous comment. No title, no upvotes, nothing that even fit the thread it was in. Just a link, dropped in the middle of nowhere. I copied it out of curiosity, expecting spam or some cheap clickbait. But instead, it led me to a subreddit I'd never seen before. The strange thing was, it didn't show up in Reddit's search bar, not even when I typed it in directly. The only way to get there was through that one link. The page was nearly empty. No rules, no visible moderators, no pinned posts. Just images, all uploaded within the last few hours. At first, I thought it might be some kind of ARG, one of those elaborate internet games people create to grab attention. But the more I looked, the less sense it made. Every single photo was of the same house, an old wooden house with a slanted roof and broken windows. Most of the shots were taken at night, cloaked in fog, as if someone had been waiting for the perfect eerie moment. What disturbed me most was that each user seemed to contribute a different angle. The front porch, the back entrance, a cracked window, the collapsing steps. Like together, they were trying to build a complete picture of the house. I paused to check the usernames. That's when I felt the first real chill. Every single one had the same avatar, a faceless silhouette against a bluish-green background. And the usernames weren't even names. They looked like strings of numbers. Dates, coordinates maybe, completely random, impossible to memorize. I kept scrolling for over an hour, hypnotized, until something struck me hard. The house in the photos, I knew it. Not because I'd been inside, not because someone had ever shown it to me, but because it was only a few streets away from where I live. I'd always seen it from the bus, a decaying, overgrown property that looked like it could collapse any day. Everyone in the neighborhood avoided it. The silence around it felt almost like a warning. I swallowed hard and clicked through more posts. Each image revealed details I'd never noticed before. A strange symbol carved into the wooden porch, a reflection in one of the windows, fresh footprints in the wet dirt of the yard. My heart began to race. Who was taking these photos? And why always at night? That's when a new post appeared at the top of the page. The image looked like the others, fog, darkness, the same cursed house. But when I enlarged it, the blood drained from my body. The photo was taken from my street. And in the upstairs window, there was someone standing there, staring directly into the camera. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that shadow in the upstairs window, frozen in the grainy image like it had been waiting for me to notice. I told myself it was a trick of the light, a digital artifact, maybe even someone playing a prank. But then I refreshed the subreddit. A new photo appeared, this time closer to the house, almost right beneath the broken porch. And in the corner of the frame, I saw something I shouldn't have. The silhouette of a man, the same faceless outline as the avatars. I felt my skin crawl. My fingers hovered over the keyboard, but I couldn't stop scrolling. More images appeared, rapid, one after another, like the users were circling the house in real time. Every angle, every detail, tighter and tighter. The boards nailed across the windows, the splinters in the doorframe, the rotting wood of the steps. Each photo was sharper than the last, like the house was waking up, staring back. And then, my heart nearly stopped. One of the images wasn't of the house at all. It was of me. The picture showed the back of my chair, my desk, my monitor glowing in the dark. I froze, staring at my own silhouette on someone else's screen. I didn't even breathe. The photo had been taken seconds ago. I could see the very page I was on, the subreddit still open, the same post I had just clicked. I spun around. Nothing. Just the window, fog pressing against the glass like a living thing. The street was empty. My room was silent except for the hum of my computer. But my body knew before my brain did. Someone had been here. Shaking, I tried to close the browser. The page wouldn't exit. My mouse stuttered, locked in place. Another photo loaded automatically. This time, it was closer. My shoulder, the back of my neck, as if someone was leaning right over me. I shoved myself away from the desk, my chair scraping the floor, my heart slamming in my chest. The room was empty. I kept whispering it to myself like a prayer. It's empty. It's empty. But I couldn't shake the sensation that I wasn't alone. The air was too heavy, pressing down on me like invisible hands. The posts kept coming, one every few seconds. Images of my apartment door, my hallway, the stairwell. Step by step, someone was documenting the path straight to me. I grabbed my phone and dialed a friend, anyone, but the line cut off before it rang. My signal was gone. My Wi-Fi too. The icon on my screen blinked out, and yet the subreddit kept updating. The last photo stopped me cold. It was my window. From the outside, fog swirled around the frame, and in the reflection of the glass, I could see my own terrified face staring back. I don't remember standing up, but suddenly I was at the window, pressing my forehead against the cold glass, searching for whoever had taken that last picture. The street below was smothered in fog, so dense it looked solid, swallowing the streetlights and muffling the world into silence. No footsteps, no voices, not even the distant hum of traffic. Just me and the house. Through the mist, I saw it. The same house from the subreddit, clearer now than I had ever seen it before. The wood seemed darker, wet, almost pulsing. The roofline leaned forward, as though the house itself was bending, stretching toward me. My stomach turned when I realized it looked closer than it should have been, as if the house had shifted, inching its way down my street. I backed away, heart pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. My monitor flickered. Against my will, I looked. The subreddit was gone. Now it was just a black screen. And in the center, one line of text. Look outside. I refused. I swear I did. But the lights in my apartment snapped off at once, plunging me into darkness, and instinct dragged me back toward the window. There, in the fog, figures stood, dozens of them, each with the same faceless silhouette I had seen as avatars. They didn't move. They didn't breathe. They just were, all facing upward, toward me. I stumbled back, nearly tripping over my chair, whispering to myself that it wasn't real, that I was dreaming. But the posts began again. One by one, they appeared on the screen, rapid, like someone hammering a camera shutter. My living room, my kitchen, the hallway again. The photos were following me in real time, no matter how fast I moved. And then the last image appeared, my bedroom door. From the inside, the doorknob turned. I grabbed it, forcing it shut with everything I had, but something pushed from the other side. Cold air seeped through the gap, carrying the damp, rotten smell of the abandoned house. My muscles shook as I tried to hold the door, but then I realized something. The force pushing against me wasn't trying to get in. It was pulling me out. The wood groaned, my grip slipped, and the last thing I remember was being yanked forward, past the doorframe, into the suffocating fog. When I woke up, I was standing on the porch of the house, the one from the photos, the one I had never dared approach. The silhouette stood in the yard, unmoving, waiting. My phone buzzed in my pocket. My hands shook as I pulled it out. A notification, a new post on the subreddit. It was a picture of me, standing right there on the porch. And the caption beneath it read only one thing: welcome home.
Subscribe to Horror Story Bar.